Hey y'all. welcome back to this channel. If you are new, I'm your girl Jillian. Please excuse how I look. I'm coming up here in my raw form right now. Hair is old, edges are not done, no earrings on, no nothing, but at least I'm clean. I just thank God for another day. But this video is gonna be very short and sweet and straight to the point. I am currently recording this video in my vehicle. I just kind of wanted it to be open and honest and quite vulnerable with you guys. I have for certain missed doing my YouTube content. Life has consistently been life, and it's like one thing after the other, just back to back hit. And it's like in my mind, I feel like when it comes to any type of platform that I'm in the process of trying to form, it has to be perfect, and that's just not realistic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think it's just me more so just in my mind of how I want things to look. But it's just like, I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes. Things just can't be as perfect as if I would like it to be. I am a perfectionist at heart. So these are just some things that I'm just going to have to kind of get out of my mind and just put my best foot forward. I'm going to have to show up authentically as myself each and every time. And I truly do stand by that. And even with that being said, prior to, recording the previous videos that you see on my platform, when I started, I was quite new. I've always been a huge fan of YouTube, especially the girls that I would tend to gravitate to were for one, single moms. It would also be plus size communities, try on hauls, things of that nature. Those were things that will always, and just your weekly vlogs, those things had always been the ones that kind of captivated my attention. So just looking at them, it kind of just well, why my numbers aren't doing that, or my background, or just my whole layout, it doesn't look like theirs. But it's everybody has to start from somewhere, and I just got to give myself grace, as my name says, gracefully Jillian. And that's just something that I have to constantly instill within myself, that I have to give myself grace and give myself patience, not trying to rush everything, because again, in due time, those things will be added to me, and I'll be able to give you the content that I would truly want to do. But right now, I'm just in a season as to where it's I'm trying to unlearn some things. I'm trying to grow in life and get out of this stagnant cycle that I feel like I constantly go into. I feel like there are times where I'm okay, I'm going to start putting content out there, and then something will come either through distraction or something major may happen, and I feel like it just puts me at a standstill. And then the more I'm in a standstill, the more I'm just putting it off. And it's I really want to continue to grow my community. The reason as to why I even started YouTube is for one, I was a plus size woman, a single mom. And I just wanted to be an advocate for someone else who may look like me, to help with their self-esteem, to give them the reassurance that you are beautiful at any size that you are. You are worthy of love, despite of the fact you may be a single mom, or currently going through the season of where you're feeling like you're having to do everything on your own. I wanted to be that voice of reasoning. I wanted to be someone that you guys could essentially have some type of confinement in, and to know that we all go through things in life, and that we have the support of each other. And I feel like in my personal life, I don't have many great friends. I do have a few girlfriends, but realistically, I don't talk to them on a daily basis. And sometimes I feel like when you're in situations like that, or if you're going through personal situations, you know, those aren't people that you're going to typically just pick up the phone and express like your frustrations to, or, you know, typically pick up the phone and say, hey, I need your help in this area, especially if you're not communicating on a daily basis. And again, I feel like this is why I have this platform that I have built over the last 2 years, because I wanted it to be an outlet or a safe place where those who may be going through some personal issues such as mine, where, you know, we could share and give each other encouragement, and also, again, be an advocate, voice of reasoning to give advice, you know, on you know, through these videos or what have you. So this is me just putting my best foot forward, and, you know, I just want to be open, I want to be authentic, and I also want to share the vulnerability with you guys. You know, I feel like God will start placing the people who are meant to be in my life, whether or not if it's going to be in the physical room or if it's going to be something that's going to be held virtually through my social media platforms. So again, I do thank all of you guys who have been rocking with me thus far. You know, I know that my platform as far as YouTube right now looks pretty much inconsistent, and that's just pretty much how my life has been over these last few years. It's kind of been like up and down, up and down, up and down, and I'm to a place where I'm really getting sick and tired of myself and just life in general. But however, I know that if I continue to just stay consistent with, you know, pushing myself and putting my best foot forward, I know that, you know, God definitely has a purpose and a plan for me, you know, to connect with the right people who are meant to be in my life, who, you know, will give the encouragement, or not even just for somebody to bring that into my life, but for somebody to also see the light within me that can also help with their current situation that they may be going through potentially. So, you know, I just thank each and every one of you who are currently subscribed to the channel, you know, and even if this is your first time seeing me, if you guys feel led to, you know, join or be a part of the channel, of the community that I have, you know, please don't hesitate to simply hit that subscribe button. You know, I do have a few current situations, you know, that I'm currently dealing with or have recently gone through that I want to be able to share with you guys. So please just do stay tuned to the channel. Again, if you are a subscriber already now to the channel, just make sure that your bell notifications are on, so therefore when I upload, you will be the first to know. And yeah, I just thank you guys so much. And as always, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.